Hey everybody, how's it going? Hope all is well. Wow, we have a new wiener today. Firewife 911. Congratulations on being today's wiener. She's probably like, what the hell is that? It's just the greatest honor ever. Hey Rhonda and Poppy. Jam. You cannot watch Ernie anymore. I was kind of watching that. Hey Kathy. Thanks for checking in earlier. I just at the time when you called, I'm gonna talk about it a little bit about today. It's been today was like, I don't know. It just sucks on Fridays because lately, because we know that more than likely we're not going to hear anything over the weekend about his transfer. So it just sucks. So Fridays are difficult a little bit. Trying to see where I put my Blistex stuff. Okay. Hey Janice, Victoria. Hey November Rain. Looney Tunes. Hey Nikita Marie, I saw you over there in Sarah medium psychic medium Sarah. So let's see. Today was an interesting day. But yet last night had a really good live on Matthew, Silly AF. If you didn't see it, you should probably check it out because you probably enjoy it. It was a good live. It was 3 hours long too. If you could just like fast forward through the first 30 minutes, because he does like this long intro and stuff. There is this cool trivia that he does at the beginning though about like facts about my life and stuff. Just random facts like how many questions about shit, like how many sisters I have and stuff. Hey Robin, even though that question wasn't on there, but that's one of the things, like that's an idea of the type of questions. I just can't think of what they were. Yeah, the reason why I'm like I have this anxiety is because I still feel like I'm calming down after earlier because I had a catastrophic event almost happen, and it involved this little guy. I really truly feel like it was a sign basically that I needed to be more grateful because that things could always get worse. I almost lost this little guy today and I was bawling. He had gotten away, and I guess outside the gate, I was outside with him. Athena and Bandit, I stay out there with them in the backyard because Bandit did used to escape, and he would just go right outside the gate and hang out there, but this time he wasn't there. He had escaped for several months, so I thought, oh, maybe he can't fit through there anymore. So I've been a little bit more relaxed about making sure I'm watching like hardcore. Athena was out there. Athena can get out too, but where she can get out, Bandit can't get out because it's too high up. But I was talking to Fred, and he couldn't have been gone for like more than 30 seconds. And I looked up and I'm like, oh my God, like I could not find Bandit. I go outside the fence and he was not where he's always been before when he escaped back in the day. Oh, okay, fire wife. Okay. Well, I'm glad that you're typing or in here chatting today. It adds to the conversation. But it was it took for I was a mess. It took me he was probably missing for 10 minutes. I was looking all over the neighborhood and I had to go back inside and get shoes on because I didn't have shoes on. And oh my God, it was almost like, because I was already upset. Already had been crying and stuff because of this whole process of how stressful this process has been trying to get Fred's transfer and stuff. And I've been the past couple days, especially because my patience is running thin. And the past couple of days has been especially hard for me. And I think like I was just hating life and was hating everybody and really just depressed and down and being kind of just negative. And right then it was like when I lost Bandit and I was like, oh my gosh. When I found him, I was like hugging him forever like this. I'm like, oh, don't ever do that again. Don't ever do that again. Don't ever do that again. Never. Oh. Wow, has the time flown by? Well, thank you for being a member for 7 months. Yeah, Lumina's birthday was yesterday, wasn't it? Or was it? It was yesterday, I believe. We were supposed to do a reading. We still need to do, but anyways, back to my story. I found him over on a street, next street over in somebody's yard. And oh my God, I just was like, I was yelling for him. He acts like he doesn't hear me. Like, it's like he can't hear or something. I don't know if it's just, he's just so entitled. Huh? I've just never loved a dog like Bandit. I love Bandit. It's just, I was just so, So I guess it's just, when I found him, like, I guess I do have things I'm grateful for, and things could always get worse. So, and that was that moment was kind of like a cool moment of showing me like, it could get worse. I could also not have this little guy here too, on top of not having Fred. So dog is entirely ignore the show. How you? Scared me to death the other night. He was squealing and crying and moaning. It was the middle of the night and I couldn't figure out what was going on. My husband forgot to give him a treat. That is seriously what it was. He'll whine. Like, he'll whine and whine and whine sometimes, and I just don't know what's going on. And usually, though, it's when we're laying in bed and he wants out of the room. But, like, I think I figured when he whines like that, it's usually when Caitlin is making food. You have some eye burgers. You need a bath. I don't know how we're going to get that out. I know, right, Diana? So dramatic. I thought he was dying. And I wasn't sure I was going to keep him because, like, I mean, I had Athena, and I love Athena too. I do. I love Athena. It's just that Bandit's been, he just lays wherever, cuddles. Athena not as much, and Athena's bigger, so I can't. Bandit's like a little baby, so it's kind of really comforting. It's like having a little baby in a way. Yeah. I was he's microchip too, and then that got me started looking into his microchip and stuff, and then come to find out this microchip, it doesn't even. I thought microchip meant that you could GPS them and find their exact location, but I guess not. I guess not. I guess it's only some are like that. This one just has a number, and you have to register your information to the number. Yeah, it just shows the owner. Because I know if anybody, oh, not all people are dishonest, but there's a lot of people who would see this guy and just take him, especially after they got him home and saw how like lovable he is and just cuddly. It'd be really hard to let him go. I can't imagine doing that, but there's people. I was telling Fred a story earlier how I helped somebody before I moved here, when I lived with Fred, or when I lived with Jim. And there was a neighbor looking for her dog, and I was out helping her look for her dog, and we found the pup. We were walking, all of a sudden we saw this lady and her kids, and she was just carrying around the dog like it was hers, and they were playing with it and stuff. And she tried to act like she couldn't speak English, and the lady was like, "That's my dog." And she's like, and then the woman tried to say it was her dog, and we're like, "No, this is her dog." Thankfully, the person handed it over, and it was a little tiny toy dog like Bandit. Microchips can only be scanned. Which one's the GPS ones? I have a number. Well, he has a number. I registered the number. So if you type in the number that's on his thing, it will pull up my information. You have to type it in one of those. Well, mine's from a company called Home Again. And it says on there. So if you pull up their website, somebody could get my phone number and address that way. And then I noticed too, I'm like, oh my gosh, he doesn't have a tag on him that has his address and phone number. So yeah, that scared me today. Scared me straight. So I have to now that I know the microchips don't show the GPS, and I don't even think that I had to register this one today. I don't even think the other, like Boo Boo's and Athena's, are I have to register because I don't know if their information's anywhere, because I don't remember doing anything. Because my mom took them for the microchipping, so My guess is she probably didn't know you have to register it. An air tag? Yeah, that's a good one. Dogs get disoriented and act like they don't know you when they get away. He acts like he doesn't know me when he's. My dog type are stolen a lot. Yeah, but couldn't they, if you air tag them, can't they just take off the air tag? You know, in those instances, they could just take them out. Like, I thought the whole purpose of a chip was so they can't be removed. Like a tag that you can, like, you know, some those things you can put into your wallets and stuff. Like, it's like a GPS tag. A GPS tag where you can find something. I think where you could just, I'm right, guys. Isn't that what you're talking about? It's just like a little thing that can be found through GPS. So wherever you just probably would hook it to their collar. Couldn't find the owner. I called police. It was Saturday. Yeah, see, that's what I was afraid of. I was telling Fred that. I'm like, what if somebody, first of all, the main thing is you don't want him to get hit, you know? And I'm on kind of a busy street. Definitely busy enough, that's for sure. Ugh. It took me like a long, after that incident, it took me a long time for the anxiety of that to actually think I still have a little bit of anxiety from that incident. I made a tag with my dog's name, address, and phone number. I know. See, that's the thing. Like, you might as well just get one of the normal tags, like Wise Old Lady is saying. Just get I mean, what's the point of even having a microchip if all it does is like find the owner when you could just put a tag on it, a tag on them? I mean, except the only thing that, like, if somebody were to turn in the dog or something, and it, I mean, if somebody's going to take off, if somebody is not going to return the dog, they're not going to return the dog. You know what I mean? Whether it has a collar thing on or not, or a microchip that's not GPS. Your neighbor across the street. Oh, so it only goes so far? Then I checked Athena's tag, and the phone number's not right on hers. I read your cards about a year ago, engaged in wedding in December. Thank you. Oh, yeah, I remember you told me you got engaged. 3 arrested in Johnson City. When was this? Okay, let's watch this real quick. Okay. Three arrested, two rescued. Two rescued? Who's the ones that were rescued?
Men have been arrested in connection. Our top story tonight, 3 men have been arrested in connection to a Johnson City human trafficking operation. Dwight Rooker of Johnson City, Joseph Payne of Gray, and Joshua Johnson of Prairieville, Louisiana have all been arrested and charged with trafficking for a commercial sex act. The 3 men were booked into the Washington County Jail. In addition to those arrests, 2 people were rescued and offered help. Officers reportedly placed several decoy advertisements on websites known to be linked to prostitution.
So that is human trafficking. So that doesn't involve children in that instance. Still interesting because if who's to say if those type of people, they probably traffic children too. Yes, Whistle got her. She's now monetized, so congratulations to Whistle. And her birthday's her goal was to get it monetized by her birthday. And she has 3 weeks left, so she made her goal in plenty of timing. How many of you guys watched? Hey, Crazy Mom. How many of you guys watched Matthew's Silly AF last night? It was a really good interview. Seriously. Very laid back. I think he was more I think he gets nervous. I think that's part of why sometimes people, when they get nervous, they make jokes and stuff. But he's actually really nice. He's a lot nicer than I ever imagined he would be. And I could tell that just from his cards, too. I was like, wow, okay. The cards coming out are showing me he's, actually a caring, nice person. I think your reading on Matthew is spot on. Yeah. We talked about the incident on the panel on Jinkies, not during the live, but we did talk on the phone for a couple nights ago for a few minutes and talked a little bit about the past and stuff, about like what really happened. And he actually told me that they were actually mad at him because they wanted him to be mean to me and instead of, trying to make me uncomfortable by hitting on me and just being, I guess that they really got on him and were mad because he wasn't bullying me, of course. And that was a long time ago on Jinky's panel. Who's they? Okay, so for those who don't know, sorry, I guess if you weren't there for it, the jerk-offs, we'll just say. The jerk-offs. They, at one point when I was on panel with Jinkies and Rap, they somehow encouraged him to come up on panel. He also said he did some kind of voiceover thing. I said, I never watched it. I don't watch that stuff. Who is mad at him? Oh, well, thank you, little Miss Sharon. Who's mad at him? Tang Ursh. I don't. Is Matt in chat? Hey, Matt. I don't even see him. How come I don't see him? I mean, he's not blocked. Couldn't see the link. What the heck? Hold on, let me pull it up on my phone. That's weird. Let me think here. Did you used to come under a different name? Like, I'm wondering if you're one of the, no, that's on StreamYard. But that doesn't even make sense. I don't have you blocked. I made sure of that. Let me make sure, I'll double check. Yeah, he's not hidden. That is so strange. Hello, everyone. See, there's Lori, and right under her, I can't see him. Unless, yeah, that doesn't even make sense. That's so strange. I can't. That's weird. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, I can't even see him on my phone. That is so strange. I've never had that happen. And he's not blocked either. That is so weird. I mean, that is weird. Maybe I blocked him through, shit. Gosh, now that's going to be hard to, okay, I have to remember how to do this. Maybe he's blocked through, manage your Google account. Okay, let's go look. People and sharing. Blocked. Let's look. There you are. There's Matthew. Let's see. Is there any that I don't want blocked here? Okay. Okay, there he is. Yeah, like, I know, right? I had you like blocked, like, holy crap. I haven't been in that block list forever. You're one of the only 33 I had blocked through Google. I have just Samantha blocked here. If you made it, let's see. Do you guys want to see if you made my block list? These are the people I really don't like. Let's see. Because they're hateful to me. And meanies. Just Samantha. Mishu. She's whoa, oh my God. You guys, this one right here, she used to go by Michelle Madigan. She kept me on the phone with her for like 12 hours in a mental health crisis one time. And I stayed on the phone with her the whole time. It was the longest time I've ever spent on the phone. Ever. And now all this woman does is go around and talk so much shit about me. Running Bear, Mama Jerk, Julie XOXO. Somehow this bitch right here, everywhere I go, she's unblocked. I don't know how she gets around it, if she has a million different freaking accounts or what. Adrian Acosta, Diamond Eyes, yeah. Rapper's not too bad. He's just like he's Texas Brat, yeah. I saw her today. Was that her over on Ernie's? You can't see Millie? Who was in what? Hey, little Miss Sharon. I saw you. Oh, I didn't know if you said hi. But I saw you say that was good getting to know me. That was really nice. So Texas Brat, she's a weird one. She'll beg me to unblock her, and then she'll come in and say something really hateful. I saw her on Ernie's today. I always love when I see my haters, because every single time I see them on camera and the type of person they are, the surroundings, I'm like, oh my God, no wonder this person talks so much shit about me. No wonder. And that's why probably a lot of these people, especially on this list, don't go on camera. Oh, here. Lisa, we'll take Lisa off there. She was nice yesterday. Curse with Curiosity. Yeah, I don't know. One time, I spoke one time against her, and she, holy crap, is obsessed. And somebody just sent me a screenshot like yesterday, still obsessed with me and Fred. Still to this day. Rennie, she's an interesting one. She would try to act like my friend and act like she was like trying to give like really good, nice advice. Millie is cool. Millie shouldn't be blocked in any way. I call her Millie Vanilli. Carla Barnes, that confuses me, because there's a Carla Barnes that sometimes is nice, and I think even was a mod at one time. So it's confusing. I love Alta. She was one of 6up's like biggest supporters ever. She was the only one that was really especially hateful to me and Matthews, I felt like. Well, I blocked her, so I couldn't see her comments. But she's always, I don't understand it. I've never even had a bad interaction with that lady. TT, I would love to know who that is. That person is probably almost as obsessed with me as 666. Truth and Justice channel. Is that the one that has tattooed Doug's name on her? I don't know why I would have her blocked, but the jab, yeah. Be the Bean, sometimes she's cool, but anyways. Kaz. Oh yeah, here's oh gosh, this one. This one, her name's Becca. She's from Colorado, and she's a complete psycho lunatic. So if you're in that area, you might want to, keep your eyes peeled. I don't see Millie either right now at the moment. Maybe we should go through my whole block list and like on YouTube and just like tell why I dislike each and every one of those people. why they made it to. I personally, if they're on the Google block list, that means I blocked them myself, which I don't block that often, really. Day-Day, Some of these people are such, oh my gosh, it was surprising to me that I was blocked by Benny. Like, you would think that these people who are so, like, Benny is like one of the biggest trolls of all time, right? And like, it's just crazy to me that somebody like him would block people, especially me. I mean, like, what kind of, that's just, I don't know. I'm like, dude, are you that much of a wuss? Seriously? I don't bother anybody unless they, oh, yes, I hope so, Matthew. She's the worst. I don't understand. I never talked to her except one time outside of YouTube, besides a Discord chat, I think. And she was I thought she was real cool, but I don't know. She felt like she's acted like a sworn lover. She acted like I really, I don't know, did something major to her. And she tried to act like my friend on the day that Jim passed, but really what she was doing was recording me and setting me up. It was really horrible. Millie isn't here. Yeah, I don't think Millie's here. If they see my dog, they run away. He tries to jump on you. See, that's why I've never been like a dog person, because I don't like that. I was just telling Fred that earlier too. Who did what? Who did that? Tits McGee? Oh, Tits McGee, country girl. Becca. So let's see. What else are we going to talk about? What else? Let's see what happened last night that is noteworthy, or we did a card reading. That was fun. I actually rewatched that today. I never watch my own stuff, but hardly ever. So that's how also I know when I could stand watching my own stuff, that's when I know it was a good show. So I think you guys should definitely check out last night. I was reading off names. Well, I would never block Millie. But hey, Betty. Let's see. I'm trying to think what other updates or whatever I have for you guys, really. I let out an exclusive over there. You're going to have to check out Matt's show to see what the exclusive was. I said, I'm going to put it here first. And it was just something that happened. It was a little tidbit that happened that I hadn't told you guys about. And it had to do, we were talking about YouTube and all the false calls and stuff and the bullshit we've been put through. How Fred's probation officer's been harassed. That house was harassed. Yeah, post this link in chat for sure. You guys don't have to ask that ever. Like, I trust my mods. I've learned that I have to just complete trust my mods, because and then if there's issues later on, then I worry about them. But it's just easier that way. And thank God most of my mods have been here for a very long time. Thank God, because it takes a very long time to find a really good group. There's Millie there now. Millie, everybody was talking about you. Like they thought they saw you earlier. So I had talked about the issue, what had happened with the house. Fred completed the program. The house was harassed so bad, guys. It was absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. But I put a little tip out over there on Matthews about what happened. And I didn't want to, yeah, never mind. We'll talk because you'll have to go there to see what happened. And, did a reading on people. It's crazy. I just didn't realize. I don't know. I used to think that Matthew was a mean person. But it was obviously didn't take him very long to notice the truth. Hey, Rhiannon. So let's see. Was it your show that who was it that had that Jamie guy up on their panel? Was that you? Jamie. Where was it I saw that that Jamie dude? He's funny too, but he's like he's funny. Is he with Predator Hunter Nation? Ew, Spit Don't Swallow is his channel. What a coinkydink. I don't even see it, but I wasn't expecting him to be like, he's really open. He talks about how he's bisexual and stuff. You wouldn't be able to tell. And he was just, I don't know. The spit cup is what he's called. Ew. There's a Jamie with Predator Hunter. Oh yeah, yeah, I see it. Thank you. Thank you you can put it in here too if you want to, if people are curious. Ultra pause. What's that mean? I was watching Ernie earlier, and that's when I saw that. Or some lady up there. That was pretty funny. Maybe we can watch that. Where has... Oh. Prayer Garden was... Why? She was gone for a whole week? Did she lose her channel for a week? Dang, I hate how I have to open up the video, that you have to actually open up the video to report it. I don't want to give her a view. Professional apple peeler. He just got off his panel. Hold on. We need a good laugh.
Laying out or something? You want me to see your fat ass double baked cake ass out there turning orange? I don't want to see that. I could care less about you, Becky Kimbler. I could care less about you, your fucking big ass ear dog. I could care less about that.
Big ass ear dog.
Okay? You're an idiot. You're fucking stupid. You make no fucking sense, Becky. And what's so sad is you make so sense so bad.
You make everybody look stupid. You make everybody look stupid. But you're the only stupid one, and everybody's laughing their asses off at you.
Motherfucker, look at that. Run.
How about my pit bull, motherfucker?
Oh, I thought that was her. Oh my God, look at it. It looks like a fucking rat.
He has small ears. He has tiny ears, not big ears. His ears are clipped.
It looks like a rat.
Look how beautiful he is.
It looks like her face.
No, it's a pit
She
bull.
morphed into a pit bull.
No, it's a pit bull. Gotta correct that because people might not know. People might not know that it's actually a pit bull, so we gotta correct it.
She fucking
No, it's a 110-pound pit bull.
He seems really just like, I don't know.
Ready to eat your motherfucking ass, you stupid son of a
damn
bitch.
alien. It's an alien.
Conning people, and you know what?
Look at it.
I'm coming after
You're so
you, and you're
misusing
gonna
that
get
dog.
pink handcuffs.
Yelling at it.
Quit
When I
yelling at the
catch
dog.
you,
Yelling at that dog like
What the
that.
you're
fuck are
gonna
you
have
on?
pink handcuffs and a pink
Oh,
bow in your
no,
motherfucking hair, bitch.
Well,
I'm coming for you, Ernie. I'm coming for you, Ernie.
Oh, I hope not. Please not.
I live in Michigan. Come on.
Look at the
Come on,
dog.
I live
You're
in
scaring the
Michigan.
dog. That poor baby don't
No,
need you.
I'm not
Somebody
scaring the
animal
dog.
abuse.
He's
Wait a minute.
sleeping.
Southern
He's
girl.
sound
Southern girl.
asleep.
Southern girl. Where are you at, Southern girl? She's abusing this dog. It's scared to death. That's a
Southern
pretty
girl,
look.
look at
Look
my
at your
beautiful
fucking knees.
pit bull,
It looks like
Southern
you've been
girl.
outside doing the 1, 2, 3.
Look at my
What in the hell?
beautiful pit bull.
What is being outside doing the 1, 2, 3? Chloe's on there in chat, and she said it wasn't her. I guess it was somebody else that was trying to get on panel. This is a lady that showed his meds. Oh, did he used to live with her? I didn't know it was a woman that did that. The Debo account? Is this one of the women that let him stay with her or something?
Look at him.
It's
Isn't
beautiful,
he
but god dang,
gorgeous?
look at your knees. Holy hell, what the fuck have we
My
brought up here,
knees.
guys?
I
Is that normal to cut ears like that? Is that painful or is that I don't know.
had pajamas on. I weigh 112 pounds, you ugly fuck.
I believe it.
You're
I believe
a
you've got
piece of
something that
shit.
the goddamn Ajax
You're
don't wash off. You've been hanging out with Brown.
I think you got something that age. Come on, Ernie. You can't say that. We all know it's. Are you serious? I mean, I'm not trying to shame him, but is he really going to say that? See what I mean about hypocrites? I think he's projecting because we all did see his medication recently. Yeah, that lady passed away, Carrie. You need an Ernie interview? Oh, man. He would probably try to, I don't know if, I don't know how he would do with that. What do you guys think? How do you guys think Ernie would do having another male like interview him? I mean, maybe he'd like it because maybe it'd make him feel important. Yeah, Denise, Carrie, she passed away. Black rings around her eyes. Oh, that's her? That lady looked younger. I mean, well, I think if you like it, I mean, Ernie obviously likes to debate. He likes to go back and forth with people. I think he knows it gets the views. I guess during this live, I heard that he said that my panel was the first one he ever went on. He said somebody told me that Luminous told me that he said that there was 760 people in chat and it was his very first time on a panel and it was in my channel. I'm surprised that he used to come on my panel all the time. We kind of dreaded it, to be honest. All of us. But because he likes to go back and forth and sometimes yes, Dusty had a son that passed away. He's charging now $75. What, for an interview? He really thinks he's something, doesn't he?
Addict, you're a meth addict, you're nobody. You are a fucking nobody.
Look at your
you
face.
Piece of shit.
You've got craters worse than
and
Kipper
when
does.
I catch you, you're gonna have pink handcuffs and a pink bow in your barcode bangs, motherfucker.
All right, baby.
Barcode bangs. Oh my gosh. I've never heard somebody say that. He said today that, he's so 75 per interview. Okay. Matt, are you willing to pay him 75? I wouldn't even make $75 off of having him on panel. Not even back in the day when I was getting crazy, No. Unless I got in the super chats or something, but back then I may have off of if I got 10,000 views, maybe $30 in advertising. It's about $3 a thousand.
Baby dog, you bring it. Show your face again, you Kemper looking addict.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring. Don't worry, we're coming for you, motherfucker. We know where you are.
Get it, baby dog.
Oh look, I got a you. Oh my. Oh my.
You got a cat?
I rescued
You got
dog.
a cat?
Yeah.
Oh my God,
I
look
have
at the
5
hair on it.
dogs
Where's
and a
Southern
cat.
Girl when you need her? She's abusing them animals.
Southern Girl knows I take good care of my dogs.
No, you scared that dog to death.
Yeah, he did say Kemper looking addict. Why? What's that mean? Is that dude still on YouTube? I pulled up. Hey, Suzanne, did you? Were you the one that emailed me? What did what was Lisa K saying about my daughter? I'd like her to come up on my panel and tell me. Would she like to come up on panel and tell me directly to me? Let's debate her dumbass freaking Lisa K. Lisa K. I'd love to debate that freaking lunatic. She would never. She goes by all lies. She has nothing to back anything she says. It's just bullshit. You thought this was Southern Girl? Oh, I don't know what her screen name is. Yeah, there's no reason to go on to his panel. I've been on there, and every single time, even he would ask me to come on panel, and I gave him a couple chances, and he just was overly disrespectful. Like he just really wants to try to upset you. You know what I mean? And it's not even in a fun way. I blocked her. You're probably right. I probably did. All right, hold on. A no drama channel. Yeah, okay. All right. She says she's a paralegal with 50 years of research and genealogy experience. If you're a critical thinker, this is the place for you. All respectful opinions welcome. I would love to look in. Okay, Lisa Roots. And there's her birthday, July 3rd, 54, I'm guessing. She put it right on her channel.
You scared. You screaming in that dog's ear. You're sitting there. Your actions are showing that you.
Scared.
And
my
you act like that's a mean.
Loving every minute of every pet he gets.
I don't see how it would love every minute of it. You're worse than a fucking dog whistle in its ear. She got a leash on it. Look at it. It's inside. She puts it in the cage. Oh my God.
Collar, you big fucking galoof.
That's you. It's got the collar on. I'm sorry. I thought you was the dog.
We're coming for you. We're coming for you, Ernie.
Come,
We're
baby,
coming
come.
for you.
Ew,
Brother Shelby, and he's
fucking
probably gonna really, really hurt you.
I'm really, really gonna love it. Thank you so much, you fucking cracked out, fucking crack looking.
Shelby's gonna get you.
Mama Bear. Is Mama Bear listening? How do I email? I'm not. Why did my email's under every single one of my videos? I'm that bee mama bear. Said heads up for Ziggy. Is this something good, or is this going to be? Why doesn't she just go? My emails, she knows where to go for my email. There. She. All right. I sent her an email. Lisa K seems to know every detail of the Wells lives. Well, then, Lisa, where is Summer? I'm sure she'd tell you. Well, the one that did this. Hold on, I'll show you guys. Man, she posts a lot. Look how often she posts. I don't know. All right. I emailed her, so we'll see. We'll figure it out. What's that mean, Rhiannon? I don't know. I emailed her. My emails, you guys, my email is everywhere on my channel. I don't know how anybody couldn't find it. I don't know. I'm not going to get involved in any drama though, but if she has some questions or whatever, I have too much right now. Once me and Fred are in the same house, I can get more. I'll be able to handle more freaking bullshit. But right now, my tolerance for freaking petty drama is very low because I have too much going on in my life right now. But I'm curious to know what it's about. I'll give her a chance. Oh my gosh. Kaylee and Justin Bieber are the proud parents of a boy. Jack Blues Bieber. Jack Bieber. Oh, all right.
you, Ernie. Somebody's gonna get you,
Okay.
Ernie.
All right. Look at her arms. Look at
Ernie.
wait a minute. Look at the needle marks. Look at the needle marks in her arm. Look at the
I
needle
don't have
marks,
needle
guys.
marks. I don't
Look
do
at the needle
drugs.
marks. Look at that. Lord
Yeah.
God. Look at her face. She
I
shoots
don't
up in
need
her
to
face.
drink. Want to see my other dog?
She's up in her face.
Look,
Look
there's
at the-
my other dog, Cinnamon.
You don't have to. You don't have to yell and abuse those little dogs. Lord God. Holy
My
hell.
little dogs aren't abused.
She's a
You're
fucking
a fucking
crackhead.
idiot.
You're a crackhead.
Never smoked crack before a day in my life. Never drank a day before in my life. Never did meth. Never did nothing.
Okay,
Nice
so I
try,
believe you. I
asshole.
believe you. I believe you. So what have you done
Nice
before in your
try.
life? What have you done before in your life?
I went to school and got a college degree.
I don't believe you have a
And
college
I
degree.
own my own home. And my husband owns his own semi.
No, I don't believe you. I don't believe you has a semi. That's not a semi truck driver. That's not a semi truck driver.
My husband is a semi truck driver, and he's
I don't
a hell of
believe
a
it.
lot bigger than you.
Okay, well, show me his truck. Show me his truck. He don't
And
have a
he
truck.
wants you just because of what
Look
you
at your
make.
fuck-
I got an email back from Mama Bear, and I'll email you. If not tonight, tomorrow. It's just it's nothing bad. She's just asking some questions.
Me for being raped.
You look at your teeth. Oh my God. You're pulling your own hair. What the fuck is that?
He wants
Holy
to beat
hell.
you.
Get that. She's digging in her fucking ears. She's got
bike
lies.
clubs I hate with.
She's got
And some
fucking
of the
lies.
bike clubs I hate with.
She's
And
got
they're not the
lies.
bike clubs.
What
There's
the
lies
And
falling out her fucking head.
And it's not the bike clubs Nicolina hangs around with, but my clubs are looking for you, bitch.
Okay, well, tell them to bring it on. Okay, tell them to bring it on. Tell them that.
They are.
Tell them that.
We know where you are, Ernie. We're trying to get you. We know where you
Okay.
are.
That sounds like a threat. You've got to be real. What does she mean by that? Got to be careful what you put on the internet. Oh yeah, she said that she just got her daughter back. Oh, okay, Suzanne. It was just when Dawn was talking to Ziggy, what I heard was nothing bad. Perhaps I missed it. Oh, okay. So yeah, I can see why you might think it was bad or whatever, but I remember that I had, in order to relate to Dawn, like to get people, to open up to you and stuff, you kind of try to relate to them in some way. So I had told Dawn the story how my daughter, that I signed over temporary of my daughter to my mom for a period of time. And at that time, it had been maybe like the year before or something that Caitlin came back and started living with me full time again. And I was telling him that story, and that's why he said, how would you feel if the daughter that you just got back, so he was talking about my daughter, but I didn't ever get my daughter taken away. I signed over temporary for my own. It was very difficult, but I did it for her because I just was not at the time in a place I could take care of like she needed to. It was really very difficult, but she's back, and that's what Dawn, and what I see that being put in a lot of people's videos, even Killer Looks video, and I know that he's referencing my daughter for sure. I know exactly he's not talking about Summer in that one, and I'm just saying that and putting that out there because we need to, it's just, we need the truth. We can't get the truth if we're gonna, and that's not, it's just not, wasn't the truth. Don't take us. I think that people thought it was her talking bad because, when people talk about, I can see why somebody might think of it talking bad, like they're trying to say some shit, but so my apologies if Lisa wasn't talking crap, but she always does, so I'm sure she deserved it. So it's whatever. I don't feel real bad about it. She could still debate me if she'd like. There's a lady that goes by Mason. There's a lady that goes by 666 on here. Well, that's what we call her anyways, because we're afraid to summon her if we say, even though we know she's already watching. Real sweetheart, yes. I thought Don said on TV interviews we just got her big. It was a phone call with me and him, and he was like, how would you like it if your daughter that you just got back, but it was in a phone call. Yes, she would love you, Mason. Lightning Tiger. Just the greatest of all time in his own mind. How come every single time I play Ernie or think of him, besides the Tiger King, I always think of that song, Everybody Was Kung Fu Fighting. Why is that? Because of fast as light. Yeah, that part. That's why. Okay. Now I know why. Duh. Judge's friend Ziggy, when she has how many mugshots on her ex and her boyfriend? It was in jail when she started. Yeah, he just got out of prison. Like, what the fuck? He had just got out, and not jail, prison. Fred's actually never been to prison, by the way. Just jail. I'd love you.
Okay, come and get me.
See us in a couple days. We know where you are.
Okay, I'm at.
Who would love you?
From an elderly
Who would love you? I don't know.
sick woman. You are a piece of shit.
413 French Road, London, Kentucky.
Fucking coward ass bitch.
Listen, 413 French Road, London, Kentucky. Come and get me. Come and get me.
Yeah, you ain't in no Kentucky.
He's not in Kentucky.
You lying bitch.
He's in Florida.
Then where am I at? What state am I in?
Lying bitch. You couldn't tell the truth if your fucking life depended on it, you piece of shit.
Look, I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm in Georgia right now.
Your mouth runs like a flappers of a goose's ass, Ernie. You couldn't tell the truth if your life depended on it.
Just because you're in the state of Michigan.
Your sick mother, you fucking piece of shit.
Just because you're in the state.
Wants nothing to do with your scummy ass. And
just because you're in the state of Michigan does not mean you have the right to say all those horrible things about me. I understand that you abuse your animals. I understand that you're from a biker club and there's a pig beside of you or something. I don't know what the hell that was that walked over. Maybe it's your husband or something.
That's a kitten. That's a baby kitten I just rescued.
This woman gets way too irritated. People like, why do they get themselves all worked up about like silly things? You know what I mean? Like making fun, calling her cat a pig and stuff like that. It's funny. Like, how easy can you be? Jeez. And I'm sorry, I'm not talking shit about this chick, but like, you gotta toughen up a little bit if that's the stuff that bothers you. Exactly. Yep, Kathy, good idea. Pro Garden, her name is Well, we don't. That's a mystery. Well,
I
Kathy.
rescue animals.
You didn't rescue an animal. Somebody needs to rescue you.
I rescue animals, asshole.
No,
More
you
than
don't.
what
Look
you
at your
do.
house. Your house is a fucking mess. It looks like somebody. It looks worse than Constant Sue's outside porch.
I'm sitting on the floor with my dogs, petting my dogs, you
Oh.
fucking idiot.
I
All
thought
you
that
see
was
is my pajama bottoms and my arm and my
And they're
dogs, you
dirty as
fucking
hell.
idiot.
Your knees are wore out in
They're
them
not
things.
dirty, they're dark brown, you fucking loser.
I don't
You
know.
are
They
the
look like they're
worst
wore
piece
out.
of shit that ever walked this ground. I swear to God, you
They're
keep
dirty.
talking, and the more you talk faster, the more lies you tell, you piece of shit.
Well, I'm telling you, your knees are dirty. Everybody's saying it in chat. Your knees are dirty.
No, my knees are not dirty. I have heart pajamas on. Kisses pajamas on. Thank you very much, piece of
Are
shit.
they heart? Are they heart or are they kisses? I mean, they ain't nothing kissing that shit.
They're white with
Oh, that was kind of funny. I'm sorry. Hey, Rhonda. Oh, she has a loud voice. She does.
they're white with kisses with little gray.
I understand too, because Ernie, he'll start like talking over you, and then you feel like you have to talk louder and louder. That's how he does. That's why I can't stand, getting on panels with people. They always, certain ones, like, it's talking over each other, and then you can't hear anything anybody's saying.
Spots, asshole.
Well, I don't think they're white with I don't think that's white. I think that's a tan looking color. I think you're colorblind.
No, it's white.
Okay. Do
I
you draw
have
a
a
check?
very clean house. At least
Listen.
I have a house, Ernie.
Right.
And I
Well,
don't
listen.
lose my shoes every other fucking day, you fucking
Right, you're right.
retard.
I have boots on now, but listen, let me ask you a question.
And how dare you treat Katie with disrespect when she's been nothing but respectful to you and all the other women. And you leave Peach and Ghost alone, and you leave the kids alone. You want to go after someone? You go after Nicolina. She deserves it.
Well, listen, go out your mailbox and make sure Ghost didn't put a flyer in your mailbox. Okay? Make sure your mailbox ain't been abused like your animals.
Michigan, Ernie. And if he wants to put a paper in my mailbox, he can. I already know about Jimbo. He's a fucking pedo. 12 is 12.
Okay, well, I agree on that. I agree on that 100%. We agree on something. But let me ask you a question. Just because you live in Lansing, Michigan, doesn't
I don't live in Lansing, Michigan.
Yes, you fucking do. I got it right here.
I live in Weberville, Michigan.
There's no such thing as a word like that. You know better than that.
There's no such thing like
I live in Weberville, Michigan. Look it up. Weberville.
Weberville can't do nothing without my little wee.
I'm not wee anymore. I'm just Scottish.
But come on, talk, man. I can't hear you. Unmute your fucking self, dude.
Hey.
Well, and the devil. You got damn devil horns and angel wings on. And where's your clothes? Anyway, what the hell? What are you doing? Harlan, Kentucky. Everybody, put your hands together for the mayor of Harlan, Kentucky. Remember, it's only a movie. Here we go. The mayor of Harlan, Kentucky. Go ahead, Mayor.
Well, where's the AIDS?
Well, I don't know about your ass age you have, but I do understand you've had every fucking thing else under the sun. Tell me about it, brother.
Well, key word, have. Have.
He's got a point. And once you have it, you kind of have it.
You got AIDS.
Brad. It's okay, AIDS. Brad. It's good. It's okay. AIDS and syphilis and gonorrhea and herpesitis and all that, brother. All that. You got this, man. This is you, bro. This is you. Speak up, bitch. Talk. You're the mayor of fucking Harlan. You do not understand. My brother kind of done something with the mayor of Everett. You remember that, right? But come on, talk, man. I can't hear you.
See, that sounds like a threat. Dang, I had to turn my volume down. I'm sorry, guys. Sorry about that.
Unmute your fucking self, dude. Here, let me help you. Unmute.
You helped kill the mayor, right?
Okay, go ahead there.
Mm-hmm.
I said you helped kill the
I
mayor.
helped kill a mayor. Oh, shit.
Yeah, you was in on it.
I helped kill a mayor. Dude, can you even see your dick through your belly? You're walking through the house and your belly's poking out like fucking Santa. You look like a bowl full of jelly. Bounce it for us, Brad. Show me you can do that.
No way, though.
Show me you can do that. What the fuck are you on? Look at your
You have AIDS,
fucking
Ernie.
closed up eyeball.
Listen, just tell the whole world you got AIDS.
He has HIV, not AIDS. Yeah, Fred Hill, wake up. Allegedly. I mean, according to the medicine that was put out there, that's for HIV. It says HIV.
You're living in your grandma's house, free rent. Do you have free cookies to go with that? You got you car on. Is it working? Is your number 619 for your pen? You remember when you took me down to? You remember when you took me to the store and let me buy me something off your food stamps? You was good to me then, man. What happened? Oh, don't cry, Brad. Don't cry, Brad. Oh, Brad. God damn you, man. And I thought you
got AIDS.
I was respecting the mayor. You stupid son of a bitch. Go back to your 25 plus people over there. Harlan County knows who the real king and the mayor is. I don't want to be the mayor. I'm your daddy, Brad. I'm your daddy. Say hello to your daddy for me. Will you access to your camera, honey? You have to give me access to your. Wait a minute. Hold on a second. You have to give me access, Donna. Okay. Thank you so much. You have to give me access, sweetie. You have to actually hit the allow buttons. You have to allow. Thank you. Just come back up. What are you doing, Beth Ann?
I'm kind of pissed off.
Are you okay? Why?
Well, the other day I got a text message from Outlaw, and your little wee Scottish that was just up there that you loved so much.
Okay.
Sent him a message, and it was vile as hell. I can read it for you.
It was very vile. I'll agree.
Okay.
I'll agree on that, but go ahead. That's opinion. Sarah Smiles. She's changed. In the last month or two, she's changed.
She's an Argo, Ernie. An Argo.
What is an Argo? Can you explain what an Argo is?
I have zero clue what an Argo is, but the actual factual proclaimed that she turned Sarah into an Argo. I have no fucking clue what that means. I am almost 45 years old.
You talking about the laxual sexual?
Yeah, the laxual.
Oh yeah, the plastic girl, the Barbie looking thing. Okay, good deal. Go ahead.
I wouldn't call her a Barbie. I would probably refer to her as a wax melt that loses its scent within 1 hour. Totally fake. Totally
Do you
fake.
think there's Botox? Do you think there's Botox involved?
I think it's more than Botox, Ernie. I think she has AIDS.
Oh my God! So that's why she's so. Oh my God! Let's not talk about that. That's so bad. Okay. That's so bad for people out here that has that.
That is.
That's so bad.
So sad. So sad.
It is so sad,
so
Nicolina.
Sad.
Let me ask you about Brad. His mama's missing.
Brad, did you know that? The pregnant looking man?
The jelly belly Santa Claus looking dude. Yeah.
I wouldn't call that jelly, Ernie. I would call that 9 months pregnant.
9 months pregnant, okay. But his mother's missing.
Are they cool with each other now?
He came over my parents.
She probably overdosed on fucking drugs.
You think she did?
I mean, do you guys remember when Ernie interviewed Brad? And Brad admitted that his mother was a fucking prostitute? Because I'll never forget it. It was the same time, the same live stream where Ernie said, "Are you bisexual?" Same live stream. He said his mother was a prostitute.
Yeah, he pimps his mother out to his friends and
Of
stuff.
course he does.
And it's
Of
like
course he
for
does.
$25 or 30. I think it was like $25 or $30 or something.
Oh, I thought he said
Or a strip.
10.
Or a strip.
He was really upset about it.
Oh my God, Nicolina.
Yeah, I had to tell
I
him
say
that I
so.
was
I mean, it's
completely
sad.
in love with you. And he's so mad that he
But
said,
listen, if you're gonna start loving on me and everything, you can't be texting everything. Hey, listen, go to bed. You carried one too many fucking shingles up a ladder. It's up on your head.
bundles, baby,
Good deal.
bundles.
Thank you. Quit.
Yeah, you too.
I'm trying. You know how it is. Give me a radio station to go on. I'll show you how to blister them.
Yeah. Talking to you?
No, I'm talking about working in any kind of activist. How's the butt? Well, I tell you, they're pretty good right now. What about yours?
What the heck? Okay, I think I'm done with this one. Yeah, they just love them. I mean, in his mind, he thinks. I mean, well, actually, there is a lot of women on here for that do seem to like him. So, too drunk to eat this chicken. She's going to talk about Summer Wells by chance.
Smart.
Who's Little Leg Day?
Hey.
Matthew, is he here? Who is that guy? Little Leg Day. I want to see.
Wrong timing. It's just not.
It's more than deodorant. It's a smooth glide stick that goes on invisible.
Wrong timing. It's just not gonna work out for us. And also it wouldn't be fair to the child either.
August 23rd, 2024, and I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Gypsy Rose Blanchard has found herself in hot water yet again. This time she is going after the livelihoods of individuals that cover Gypsy on social media, content creators.
Isn't it, wouldn't it be, I mean, I can't, oh, you guys can't even see what I'm looking at. I can't even imagine being, dealing with what we deal with, me and even like what I've dealt with just here in this small community in comparison to what she deals with. Like, oh my gosh, I can't imagine, because the trouble, the freaking problems it's caused for us, or, you know, in Fred's probation, I can't imagine being somebody like Gypsy Rose. Who's Stephanie? Oh, is she the one over in PGs that always has something like, she used to probably go by something else. She probably changed her name because these people, she does look different in every single different
copyright strikes against creators that have provided commentary on various topics related to Gypsy Rose. Multiple content creators have come out, including Conspiracy and Nina, Flawless Nina, the beauty influencer. And Gypsy has issued 2 copyright strikes against Nina and 2 copyright strikes against Conspiracy. Now, on YouTube, you're able to file copyright strikes against someone if you feel like the content being shared is not being shared within fair use. So fair use is a legal doctrine that allows the use of copyrighted material without the copyright owner's permission for certain purposes.
What's
For
that
the
to do with the
copyrighted work, the
parole?
amount and substantiability of the portion taken and the effect of the use on the potential market for or the value of the copyrighted work. So for example, using an entire work may be considered fair use if there's disassociates from it, in my opinion. And I said, yep, I totally get it. And they are using lies and misinformation to do it. You can't win because they change their direction every time they're proven wrong. And in fairness, whether it's Fancy or Nina, what I've said previously, I've apologized to both Fancy and Nina because I was brainwashed. And they said, but what is clear is that they are bigger because I have restrictions that prevent me from defending myself. My parole has me by the balls. I wish I could go on live and just talk about how they lie, but I can't. This is a weird statement by Gypsy because she says she can't go online and defend herself. It's just very weird for her to care what a content creator has to say about her, especially content creators that don't have very large platforms. I think why she's specific.
Yeah, this Nina chick, by the way, has less subscribers than I do. It's crazy. At least she did. She probably has more now because of this Gypsy Rose stuff that she's paying attention. All she's doing is making this Nina chick famous. I think she only had like a few thousand subs. Yeah. I know, Dana. I've thought about that before. I just wonder how, with these people that get with the harassment I've dealt with on YouTube and stuff, I just I think about people who have like huge followings like Gypsy and, the amount of people that dislike her. Oh my gosh, I cannot imagine on parole just one more year. That's it. How much suspended time does she have?
Specifically doesn't like Nina and Fancy is because both of them have information about her that's the truth, and that disproves a lot of her arguments about what happened, about her crime, about her life, about her mother. However, what really concerns me about Gypsy is that anytime someone does something to her that she doesn't like, she automatically compares them to her victim, her mother. I know it could be said in jest. I know it could be say like, I'm recovering from to her friend Bree, and then Bree is posting content for her. In fact, Bree sent me a text message in July and she said, yeah, Gypsy sends me things to put out, but she doesn't tell me what to make content about is what I mean. Bree has admitted that she posts stuff for Gypsy because Gypsy sends her stuff. Okay. And then she also has told me in text message as well that she will not stop going after Nina until Nina is done, has no platform. She is going to attack Nina relentlessly until she falls on her face. That's what Bree told me. She said, Nina's been telling people to mass report me, and they did until it worked. And I said, oh, that's horrible. And she said, Nina is dumb as rocks. And I said, she is horrible. I'm very sorry about this, Nina. And I said, she's the one who spread the rumor about November. Of course she did. Gypsy hates Christy. It's so weird. I think she spread a rumor about Gypsy and Christy not getting along, but they don't get along. So Nina wasn't lying. And she said, I'm going after Nina and I won't stop until she falls on her face. I have other content creators on board. She has gone too far. So Bree, who tells me that she's doing this for Gypsy, then says she's going to go after Nina until she falls on her face. That's another threat. It's just very strange to me that Gypsy, while she's on parole, would embed herself with a person that...
My guess is Stephanie is probably one of the jerk-offs. These people who have extreme hate for me and they're in these names that just appear out of nowhere, it's somebody who I have a past with, Dang, so why can't she go on? She's not allowed to. Why? How would that be against her probation for her where she can't go online and defend herself? I don't understand how that would be against her probation. Hey, Linda.
Bree seems to be very unhinged herself, and I don't know if she is mentally stable or not, but Bree spends hours upon hours upon hours of her day literally on TikTok and on her social media defending Gypsy by trying to debunk anybody that speaks about her. It's very weird, honestly. If you care about a friend, I would think the last thing that you would want to do is put yourself in harm's way of a potential lawsuit or fighting other people's battles. I know specifically for me, one of the reasons why I backed away is because I wasn't fighting battles for them. I wasn't going to fight other creators for them. I didn't want to get into fights with other content creators for them. I wasn't going to fight with Fancy. I didn't want to fight with Nina. I didn't want to fight with anyone because that's not how I run my platform. But that's what Gypsy and Christy want. They want people, other content creators, to fight.
Okay, on to something else. She literally...
She was a fighter. She's just like I'm going to win no matter what.
Hey Pisces, how's it going?
Did you guys... Oh, shit. What was it? Coast Guard... I'm trying to think what was it I was watching earlier. Oh, that Sean Finnegan. Did you guys see that case? It's on Law and Crime today, I think. Law and Crime. Right here. This was horrible.
A shocking and horrific case out of Tennessee ends with the murderer receiving the ultimate punishment.
It is therefore ordered that you shall be put to death by lethal injection.
So how did we get here? Let's go back to December of 2019. For 36-year-old Jennifer Paxton, she suffered through tough times. The next testimony would come from a key player who had firsthand knowledge of what Jennifer suffered through before she took her last breath.
Rebecca, are you a little nervous today?
Yes.
Are you excited to testify?
Yes, I've waited for this moment for 4 years.
Part of Rebecca Dishman's agreement after pleading guilty in 2023 was she was required to testify.
This woman right here, the girl on the stand and the defendant were co-conspirators and this has to do with Knoxville too. They were homeless in Knoxville, or the woman that they killed was. You guys should see how much homelessness is out there in Knoxville in the crime. It's so bad. It's probably the worst city I've ever been in as far as crime. Isn't Gypsy pregnant? Who is a baby daddy? Supposedly her kin. With the whole box thing. Yeah, that's really stupid. Hey, Pentinton.
Finnegan at his trial. While giving her background to jurors on how she even got involved in the case, Dishman testified she met Finnegan on Facebook.
And what happened that made you leave there?
I had met Sean on Facebook and decided to move in with him 2 weeks after meeting him. He convinced me.
What was that last part?
He convinced me to move in with him.
Okay. So you say you met him on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
and moved in with him about 2 weeks later. Am I hearing that correctly? Again, sorry, it is. Make sure you speak in the mic. Could you tell us about that interaction, about meeting him on Facebook and what happened in that 2-week period?
Our relationship was kind of fast, and within the 2 weeks, I decided to move in.
Wonder if Dawn knows this guy.
Because the people that I was staying with, I felt like I was scared that they would end up kicking me out, and I was hoping that things would work out better.
So how did you feel about trying to move in with Sean?
At the beginning, I felt, comfort and safe.
She said things quickly soured once she moved in with Finnegan.
So what were things like when you moved in?
The first couple weeks were okay, and I went to go take a shower, and that was our first argument. He pushed me, and I ended up cutting my leg pretty bad, and that led to my first
Christian Newsom.
But then she would go into more detail, giving a graphic account of what went on behind closed doors in their relationship.
Now, how would you consider the dynamic of your relationship? Who's in charge?
Sean.
And you had said you did something that made him unhappy.
Yes.
And that there were consequences. He told you there were consequences. Was that a normal part of your relationship with Sean Finnegan?
I didn't know that it would come to that extent. Like, I knew it would be kinky sex, but I didn't think it would be violent as it was.
Okay, so to rephrase that, you knew there was going to be kinky sex.
Yes.
And you were consenting to that.
Yes.
You were okay with that.
Yes.
You were engaged with him and an active participant in that. Is that correct? And so you said you didn't expect it to get as violent as it did.
Right.
What do you mean by that?
He was a lot more aggressive than I thought he was going to be. I wasn't expecting it to be as harsh as it was, the punishments and just the dynamic and power role, I guess you could say.
Okay, when you say you didn't expect it to be, as harsh or as aggressive, what kind of things would he do then as punishment?
Anywhere from putting me in a dog cage and urinating on me and climaxing, defecating on me, chaining me up with a dog chain, using box cutters on me, sodomizing me, using torch ladders on me, just very violent punishments.
And I understand this is probably hard to talk about, but when you say using these things on you, what do you mean he was using them for? What was he doing?
For his sexual gratification.
Okay. So you say he used...
Dishman admitted on the stand she still loves Finnegan. Prosecutors then asked her about Jennifer, as Dishman would reveal she was put through a much worse
This was the person.
Only difference,
the victim right here.
She lost her life.
Fly in the coop, but I need some more. Your antics make me bored, cause I just came around to say hello.
Razor?
She ate
They still have those?
breakfast, and we were talking, and after she ate breakfast, he walked her over towards the back door and was showing her a baseball bat. And then he started hitting her over the head. And I went into shock, and he yelled at me to go upstairs because his mother was coming down for her medication. By the time I got downstairs, they were fighting. Jennifer had the fire grate over her to protect her, and there was blood on the floor.
When you say the fire grate, you said you were saying my fireplace earlier. There's the thing in front of the fire place, or like the thing that logs would be in.
Who says defecate?
The thing that was in front of the fire.
I mean, what would you say if you were on the stand? You're going to try to talk proper and not say shit or poop. I mean, what else? I don't know what else to say or what else you would say. This right here was all a power.
The scream.
Yes.
Okay. So you say she's got that defending herself with it. Is she hitting him with it, or is she holding it over her?
She was just defending herself with it, holding it to her body and head.
Was that effective defense?
No.
So what happened is when you arrived and you see that going on? What's going on next?
I was in shock and I approached slowly and he told me to go into the kitchen and get the cleaning supplies.
And what did you do when you got the cleaning supplies?
He told me to clean up the blood and he was disgrading her. He ripped her pants down and was screaming at her and he said, "Why don't you shave?" And
Oh my God.
she started crying and he just spat on her and was really aggressive towards her.
So she's there on the ground, it sounds like at this point.
Yes.
He's ripping that off. And you have cleaning supplies.
Yes.
What's going on at that point?
He looks like a Don Wells character.
I was in shock and he told me to clean up the blood around her and I did so. And at one point he told me to get on one side and he got on the other and both of us went up the stairs with her and walked her to his bedroom.
So are you each propping her up at this point, or are you just like walking her and escorting her?
Escorting her.
Okay, so she's conscious
Yes.
at this point still. So you walk up the stairs. What happens when you get up there?
He locks the door and lays her on the floor on my side of the bed and he makes her perform oral sex on her. And I'm forced to watch.
And how long did that continue?
Until he got angry and pulled my shirt down and made me finish.
And what do you mean by he made you finish?
He wasn't satisfied with her and
he
made me perform oral on him.
Dishman says after Finnegan went downstairs to clean up the blood and made her watch Jennifer so she wouldn't escape. Throughout this time, Jennifer was chained to the bed. The way Dishman described it, she tried to cut off the zip ties that kept Jennifer attached to the bed, which made Finnegan angry.
Did he anytime follow through on telling her she had to die?
He did this as he was strangling her.
Okay. So if you could tell us about...
Now this guy, he ends up getting the death penalty. Yeah, I'm sure that they went over the type of questions that they were going to use or going to ask. But yeah, this case, I guess, was a few years ago, and that makes sense why this guy, he looks familiar. This was just posted 9 hours ago, but I think this occurred a few years ago. And her mother, the victim's mother, is in the court. Can you imagine hearing that type of stuff happen to your child? That'd be so horrible.
Specifically, she's been in the house. He has gone to work. He's come back from work. What happened in, let's say, the last portion of her life? Could you walk us through what was going on?
Yes. One day he came home from work and he had bags that had shower curtains, washcloths, bleach, gloves, and things of that nature. And I thought it was for, the house, but he was carrying it upstairs. And once he carried it upstairs, I knew that he was going to kill her. He had me go with him and shower her in the shower. And as he was strangling her, I was cleaning up the blood that was left over in the shower. And at one point, he screamed at me to get in the bedroom, that I was taking too long. And I came in and he told me to lock the door. And as I walked in, he was straddled over her, strangling her with a shoestring, and told me to help him. And I just shut down and sat on the bed and just gave up, essentially.
How long did this go on?
For hours. We brought her downstairs and he put her in a freezer downstairs and blocked it from people getting in. Like it was the door was faced towards the stairwell.
So is it?
Yeah, this is a real disturbing really disturbing case for sure. But I think I'm gonna go. I might be I have a couple things I have to do, but I might be actually still going live on my other channel and do some readings possibly. So guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me this evening. And I will message back Mama Bear about what she's emailing about. And I will definitely see you guys tomorrow. So I'll talk to you all later. Have a good night.